The Vikings are 10-2 after beating the Jets. Here are the 5 losers from that game. Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Lupagus here with Onebar. Minnesota Vikings go to 10-2 after defeating the New York Jets at home. What was the final? 27-22. Vikings hold on to a squeaker. We're going to talk about 5 losers from that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really fair. We're 10-2. Picking losers out of this game is like picking a loser out of a pack of Starburst. They're all delicious. They're all good. But you know what?
True.
There is a yellow and an orange, and that's what we're going to talk about.
Those are my 2 favorite, and the red.
That's why you're a loser.
Before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids, and also hit up Lifters Brewing Company. Delicious, delicious beer that you can find. Look, I got a berry blonde right now. I'm
so damn good.
Enjoying the win with. Yeah, so definitely hit them up. So let's talk about 5 losers. And you know what? Breaking news: we don't have 5. We don't have 5. We're 10-2.
Not bad. We don't got 5. We got 4. We got 4. Technically, we have 3. And really, it's 2. Yeah. All right, let's just get into it. So let's start off with the easy one. Post-game, everybody talking about it. I mean, you couldn't see the comments without seeing a single word, and that word was Ed. Ed Donatel, the defensive coordinator. He is one of our losers. When you give up almost 500 yards to any team, even though it's the Jets, you will be a loser. I mean, he is the chief of this defense, and he stepped on his dick left and right today. It was gross.
Well, he's the reason why no one believes in the Minnesota Vikings other than their fans. Like an outside team, outside source, outside news, whatever. Look at the Vikings. They look at what they do in defense, giving up these huge yardage numbers, and the team is 10-2. This is why no one believes in this team. This is why no one thinks this team's a serious contender, is because they give up huge yardage to shitty offenses every single week, and it happened again. It looked like it was going to be a different story today. The first half, it's 20-3. Vikings defense is playing well, getting off the field on third downs, and then the second half starts, and it's the same old shit show that we've seen, just getting huge chunks of yardage very quickly to offenses that just don't do that, and it's so damn frustrating.
I mean, and we had a very interesting comment that was very in our post game where it said, at some point, when do you look at the players? Ed Donatel's been in the league for a very long time. He's had success. It's not like this is a first-time coach that is completely imploding. He's had a lot of success. So, I mean, you can't say, Ed Donatel. I mean, we had a lot of missed tackles today. Ed Donatel isn't the one out there missing the tackle. He's putting the players in position to make the plays, and it's just not happening. But we are still ranked dead last in pass defense. I mean, there's a lot. We got a lot of better players than some of these other teams ahead of us. So I'm not giving that as a reason, like, he's not the one out there. So Ed Donatel is clearly a serious issue, and he's a loser today.
Call some blitzes, call some pressure, create some pressure. I mean, you got an inexperienced quarterback, Mike White. Has he had 10 starts in the league yet?
Mike White sucks.
But pressure him, especially when you have a huge lead like that. Attack. I mean, why not? Instead of, just rushing forward, dropping back. I mean, it just doesn't work. But in Donatel's defense, he knows what he's got. He comes out and he said it. Hey, we give up a lot of yards. That's what we do. But then we make plays when we have to, and that's what they did today. They made plays in the red zone. It never should have got to the point where it did, but it got there because they had Donatel today.
Edward Donatel, unfortunately, even in 10-2, he is a loser today. Let's go to the offense side of the ball. Let's go to our backup left tackle, Christian Darrisaw, inactive, a couple of concussions. Blake Brandel trying to get in there and just make some plays in a pinch, but, I mean, this is a tough task. This is a very tough task for him today.
No, and Blake Brandel, he came in, his first start against Dallas was horrible, just really, really bad. Played much better against the Patriots, and today I think was kind of a mix between the two. He wasn't great, wasn't like god awful, but he definitely got taken advantage of. Quinton Williams was on him a couple times, and when the pass rush was coming, it was usually right over Blake Brandel. I think he also had a costly penalty at some point, so. Of all the linemen, we thought it was going to be Ed Ingram. We said it in our post game, but it was actually Blake Brandel who was victimized the most today.
Yeah, and I mean, even Darrisaw, he would have had a tough task today. So, I mean, this one feels kind of unfair, but you know what? It's the NFL, baby. It's the NFL. Blake Brandel had a rough go at it. So Blake Brandel is unfortunately one of our losers. We got two more. Do you want to? All right, let's go to let's stay with defense. Danielle Hunter.
Yeah. Where was he? Where was he today? Was he even out there? Was he playing?
I don't know. I don't know if he was. I do not know if he was out there. I mean, looking at the stat sheet, clearly he was out there. Looking at the fact the inactives and the actives, he was out there. But Danielle Hunter, maybe our expectations are too damn high. But where the hell was he? He had 3 tackles today.
He had a pass breakup as well.
I want 2 sacks, I guess, on Mike White.
I know, and that's what I think is Dontel just thinking that Hunter and Smith will get there every single time by themselves. They don't need to rush. I don't know what it is. Hunter today was a big old, just a snooze fest. Nothing going on there. Absolutely gaslighted this team. Patrick Jones made more of an impact than he did. Danielle Hunter, after coming off a very good game against the Patriots, pretty quiet in this one. That's kind of the way I felt he's been all year, just kind of up and down, up and down. I expect much more consistency from Danielle Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, maybe our expectations are so damn high for this guy. We're just letting ourselves down. Maybe he did some things behind the scenes that we're just not smart enough to pick up on. But he wasn't out there. I don't even remember seeing him out there. He had 3 tackles. I don't remember seeing him. I want his ass on Mike White, but is what it is. Let's go to our last one.
Yeah. And this one's not a player. It's not a coach. It's a damn third quarter. The third quarter.
The third quarter is like the zit on Lupagus's left nut. It's been
Which
there
one?
It's just gnawing at him all season. It's horrible. It doesn't go away, and it sucks. And our third quarter sucks. Every game.
Yeah, it's just everything. It's the KOC's play calling sucks. The execution sucks. Defensively, it sucks. Everything sucks. I don't know what it is. You think you go in at the half, you make adjustments, you come out, those adjustments work. It doesn't work for the Vikings. So I don't know. Just do what you're doing the second quarter, the third quarter, see if that works, because the fourth quarter has been great. The third quarter is a shit show.
Yeah, when you look at points scored, I mean, the Vikings are dead last, not dead last, almost dead last as far as third quarter points. But it's not just the defense. I mean, we only gave up 6 points in the third quarter, which doubled what they did in the first half. But it's our offense. It seems to be our offense is the biggest issue in the third quarter is 0 points. We did nothing. We've done nothing all year in the third quarter. We suck in the third quarter. I don't know what. Maybe Lupagus needs to go in and give the halftime speech to pump these guys up, but something clearly isn't working at halftime.
Well, and today there was, again, we mentioned it, there were some plays that were missed. The Hawkinson overthrow, the Jefferson drop, those would have put, I mean, so is this something beyond the Vikings' control even? I don't know. The third quarter has been asked. It's been a nightmare. If I'm Kevin O'Connell, I'm going to definitely sit down and figure out how can I get some points early in the second half of games, because we're 10-2, but can you continue to win if you can't put points up in the third quarter?
You get in the playoffs and you're playing teams like the Cowboys or the Eagles or whoever it may be. You better put up some damn points in the third quarter, or we will be punching ourselves in the crotch come January because we're out of the playoffs. So let's get this figured out. Lupagus, I think you need to put on a clown suit and juggle at halftime. Get these guys fired up.
Well, I used to be Chuck E. Cheese. I could maybe see if I can get that suit back.
One of the best Chuck E. Cheeses in the lower 48. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, that is it. Those are our 4 losers, because there's not 5 today, because we're
10-2, baby. There's no losers. Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be a negative theme video, but we're nothing but smiles and happy today as the Vikings. I mean, they're this close to cinching the division. Next week, beat the Lions. It's done. Again, let us know who your losers are in the comments below. Do you agree with us? Are we right? Are we wrong? And also remember this. Eating 2 burgers is healthier than eating 1 burger with a side of fries. For all you fat people out there like me.
God.